Hey, fellow crappers. It's your old buddy and your old pal, R.D. Reynolds here once again with WrestleCrap Radio. And as always, on the other end of the tin cannon string is the outer reaches to my behind, Mr. Blade Braxton.
Yes.
Promotional consideration paid for by the following.
Believe it or not, children, this program is sponsored by Unabomber Style Pawn Shop of a website, .net. They are, without question, the best Unabomber Style pawn shop.
Promotional consideration paid for by the following.
Clorettes.
Kills bad breath fast.
Hard for a woman to resist. Proud sponsors of WrestleCrap Radio. I must admit, you've been on quite the roll lately.
What do you mean?
Your Jim Ross, JR, impersonation like a couple weeks ago. That Bill Apter.
My God, Dale, get that cock out of your mouth, Dale.
You know what? I'm just going to sit back. Here's what I want you to do right now, for my amusement, if no one else's. Ross interviewing, or no, Bill Apter interviewing Jim Ross.
Hey, wrestling fans, this is Bill Apter here on WrestleCrap Radio, and I'm talking to Jim Ross. By God, Bill, you don't quite sound like yourself. I like the fact that my Jim Ross impression changes every week.
He does sound very radically different. Perhaps it's like Jim Ross in his different stages of Bell's palsy.
Thank you.
Speaking of banging a dog up the anus. Whoa!
There it is.
Would be the Fax Trolla. Right
you
here
know,
at WrestleCrap HQ. It's spitting out that news, that wrestling news, that news you're only going to get right here on WrestleCrap Radio. Obscure wrestling news. You ain't getting it no place else.
Yes.
Dear R.D. and Blade Braxton, I went to work one fine morning after staying awake all night. The reason I stayed awake all night was because I was playing poker. Before going to work, I decided I needed something somewhat stimulating to stay awake, so I decided to grab a few episodes of the WCR that would keep me awake. Sadly, it didn't. Wait a minute.
Hey.
Someone fell asleep watching or listening to this show?
Or as stimulating as NyQuil.
Apparently, about halfway through my shift, I fell asleep while you two were discussing something non-wrestling related. Wait a minute, non-wrestling related? On this show?
Oh, surely that fired man jests.
Anyways, I get rudely awakened by my manager about an hour later. It seems that while walking by my desk, he noticed that people were discussing a Big Nippled Vampire. After hearing that, he walked in on me fast asleep. He woke me up, proceeded to get angry and was getting ready to fire me. One could argue I got fired because I'm just a plain bad employee, but I'd rather blame you. All this time, as he was yelling at me, there was more discussion about the vampire chick, her big nipples, her wardrobe, and her hanging upside down. Thanks a lot. Sincerely, looking for a new job, Brandon from Edmonton. I hope you're happy, Mr. Braxton.
You know what? I'm not happy.
Sad. Sad.
Ma-
Whoa! I have a question for you, Blade.
What's that?
When you were here at WrestleCrap HQ, did you ever get sick of hearing that sound constantly? Like the same 6 notes just over and over and over in a loop?
You know, I am surprised Mrs. Deal has not divorced you.
He keeps the place tidy.
Yeah, but those beeps, man. I'm sure they drive that poor woman insane.
Shut up. Hey, actually listened for once. Anyway, I thought maybe we would ask him, Johnny Six. What do you think about that? The Motor City Machine Guns training this young gay man to become a pro wrestler.
I did not know Braxton wanted to be a wrestler.
Apparently he didn't know that you wanted to be a wrestler. Well, they didn't spend a lot of time working on his speech. They weren't thinking he was going to be here as like is doing a part on the radio show. They just sent him here to clean. We're the ones that made him watch TNA every week.
Christ, we're mean. No wonder why he's cranky. I can't take it personal. I'd be cranky too if I was forced to scrub your toilet and as a reward watch TNA Impact.
That's his reward. That's what he gets to do for fun.
Seriously, all that man says is, "Oh, I'm gonna break your jaw. 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 I'm money. I'm money. I'm money. I'm money."
Was that the haiku? I'm gonna break your jaw. 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 Money, 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 money. Good night, kids.
No, that is genius there. But no, instead, I have 17 more syllables. Money Mayweather. His boxing skills are cash. Promo skills are welfare. Oh, did you see him being interviewed on the Titantron by Jim Ross and Lawler? Oh, that was brutal.
Maybe you could reenact that for those that didn't. By God, Mayweather, the Big Show is gonna beat you. I'm cash, I'm money, cash. I'm gonna break his jaw. Here's what I would want to do at the Iron Sheik bachelor party.com. Vicky, she has a thing for guys named Ed G.
Oh, good point.
.com.
But he would act like he was so fucking cool. You know? Oh, it was so irritating.
You're saying Shane's not cool. Don't you think that Shane is, like, by far the coolest of the people in that family? Like, if you were going to sit down and have dinner with any of them.
Marissa McMahon, Shane McMahon's wife.
She's the corn oil woman, correct? Isn't that right? Isn't it Marissa, or isn't it, you entertain the people, I'm going to look this up.
Yeah, it's ironic that you say she was the corn oil girl, because one of my best friends named Don, I refer to him as the corn oil guy. I've told the story before, but, you know, he got busted by his girlfriend for having a bottle of Wesson corn oil on his shelf because he was masturbating with it.
She was...
Marissa Mazzola?
Her real name is Marissa Mazzola.
Oh, Matilda.
So very wrong.
Yeah, you pick up worms doing that.
They're just one of those songs that are just dogs barking.
I want to hide an egg. Like, you know, when you go to a funeral, there's always that really, 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 really old woman that they gotta like drag out of the house, and she can't walk and she can't see. We should hide an egg on top of her head. See if anyone knows.
Yeah, because she would be wearing a hat. You know how they would wear the wacky hats? And you could just put the hat right on top of her head? And then perhaps a bird would land and attempt to hatch the egg. We should work for a marketing firm. Screw giving Vince McMahon ideas. Let's give the world some ideas. Some of our excellent ideas. We would make the world a better place if we were running around putting eggs on top of old ladies' heads.
That could be our tagline for our new company. Let's give the world some ideas.
Let's give the world some ideas.
Braxton Reynolds Co. Let's give the world some ideas.